The AIDA model is a marketing model used to describe the stages an individual goes through from first being aware of the product right through to purchasing it. AIDA is an important framework as it provides a model to help marketers plan out their marketing campaigns. If applied correctly, the number of customers purchasing your product should increase due to applying the AIDA model effectively. Later, we'll look at how Gymshark have successfully used AIDA in their marketing. But first, it's important to know exactly what AIDA is. AIDA is an acronym that stands for Attention, Interest, Desire, and finally Action. It's often displayed as a funnel leading the customer from grabbing their attention right through to the bottom of the funnel where some of these customers will make a purchase. The first A stands for attention. This is the first step in the marketing or advertising of your business. This is the part where you make people stop scrolling through their newsfeed and you get them to take notice and become aware of your business. Basically, you're trying to get as many people as possible to see your brand and to make them aware of your existence. Businesses gain this attention through advertising, whether online, in a shop window, or via traditional media such as newspapers, radio, and TV. The next step is interest. Now you have their attention, you need to get them interested in the product or service you have to offer. Not all people whose attention you've gained will move to the next stage and be interested in your product. That is why the funnel becomes narrower, as some will not engage any further with what you're marketing. You need to deploy strategies that build interest in the customer by providing more information on what the product can do for them. To do this effectively, you need to understand the wants and needs of your target market and focus their attention on how your product meets their wants and needs. For example, if you know your target market is overworked and looking for a better work-life balance, then you can use this info in your ads to get their attention and then show them how your product can solve the issue for them. At this stage, if the customer is still interested, then you will move them down the funnel to desire. What can your business do now to move them from being interested in the product to desiring it? Purchasing decisions are often made on emotion, and being able to stir up an emotion in people increases the likelihood of them taking action. Emotions such as excitement, love, and nostalgia are often used by brands such as Disney and Coca-Cola in the hopes that you feel this way towards their brand. The emotion a business creates in a customer does not always have to be positive to be effective. Fear is also an emotional response used by brands to get people to desire their product. Corsadil, the mouthwash brand, has many adverts where people spit blood into the sink because they didn't use their mouthwash. This stirs up fear in the customer, making them desire Corsadil to prevent this happening to them. Desire can also be encouraged by social proof, such as reviews, testimonials, and online influencers. Humans place trust in the collective opinions of others, which can make them desire something in order to not feel left out. This is why positive reviews are such a useful tool. Finally, if the customer is still in the marketing funnel, then the last part of AIDA is to get them to take action. Now they desire your product, what do you want them to do? The most common action businesses want is for a purchase to be made. But the business may also just want them to follow the brand on social media, sign up for their email newsletter, or start a free trial. Free trials, limited time offers, and incentives are all designed to increase the likelihood of someone taking action. If a customer is led to believe that by waiting they will miss out on a cheaper price or better deal, then they are more likely to take action immediately to reap these benefits, in turn increasing the number of people purchasing the product. As you can see, AIDA is about taking customers on a journey with your marketing, right from first grabbing their attention through to getting them to purchase your product or service. One business that does this spectacularly well is Gymshark. Whether they use AIDA consciously or subconsciously, here's a breakdown of how their marketing campaigns fit the AIDA model. Gymshark grabs people's attention online via targeted ads, often being shown in people's Instagram feeds and stories, where the majority of their target market are likely to see them. Using online ads combined with having a huge following on social media has meant that Gymshark has the attention of many potential customers, where they can advertise new clothing lines very effectively. Once they have this attention, they pique their customers' interest in their products by utilising social media to send out marketing messages about their new product lines. They use well-known influencers in their marketing materials, as these people are recognisable and people are interested to hear what they have to say. At this stage, Gymshark promote how innovative and stylish their new gymwear is. Desire. Desire is created by not only using influencers, but calling these influencers Gymshark athletes. These Gymshark athletes are all over social media, wearing and endorsing the Gymshark brand to a combined audience of millions. Using influencers is a very powerful tool when getting people to desire a product, as these influencers are trusted and often admired by the people that are following them. Because of this, people will buy Gymshark clothing in the hopes of being like someone that they admire. It's a very powerful and clever strategy to get customers to desire Gymshark clothing. Finally, action is another part of AIDA where Gymshark athletes are heavily involved and have a huge influence on their audience. Gymshark athletes encourage their followers to purchase the Gymshark clothing they are seen wearing by having offer codes and links to Gymshark clothing in the descriptions of their YouTube videos. Often influencers will say in their videos, "Don't forget to use code Louis to get 20% off Gymshark clothing," and so on. This is encouraging their audience to take action and purchase the products that their favourite influencers are wearing at a discounted price. Such an example from Gymshark is a version of how AIDA is used by businesses to bring people from simply being aware of your brand right through the funnel to purchasing your product or service. Although AIDA is a well-established marketing model, it is still very much used today, and if executed well, can boost sales for your business. Thanks for watching this video on AIDA. If you found this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more weekly business videos.